You know what I think that materialists' problem is? I think it's a once bitten, twice shy situation. Which is sort of cowardice on that part, but anyway. Because here's the thing, it seems like people like that, and I've been there, man. I've been in that position. I've been an atheist, all the things. It's because now you're like scorned or and scarred from this thing that happened to you. Okay, so it's like somebody imparted their bullshit beliefs on you. And maybe it caused you, trauma and issues and trouble. And then you went out in the world and tried to seek some truth. And science starts explaining some of these truths and how some of this shit works in a way, in its way. And then you go, finally some fucking truth in this lie that I've been spewed on and has damaged me and my true identity. It's like you then rail against that and anything that smells like it. Because that's the thing. The thing that led you there was some sort of truth seeking. And then you just reject anything that looks or smells or even seems like or has a glimmer of something that looks like a story with no proof. Because that's what you were scorned by. That's what I mean. It's a once bitten, twice shy situation. It's like you have to reject everything that science can't figure out, because science was your solace and helped you figure out some actual shit. And now you're like, oh, the whole world was lying to me. Science is the only truth. And then you can't expand. You're like cutting your own self off, cutting your foot off, whatever the fuck the saying is. Oh my god, these cars. Is shooting yourself in the foot. That's the one I wanted more than anything. Right? You have put yourself in your own sort of prison, right? Because you was like, now you're like, this was the one way that I found truth, and now it's the only way I can find truth. And when science doesn't have an answer for something, you're just like, okay, well, that's they just do that. They're just like, that's just something we can't explain. That's the end. Science can't do it, then nobody can, because that is my God. Instead of realizing the limitation in that and then taking that true source that led you down this path to begin with, that truth-seeking source, that it led you there, so therefore it can lead you the next beneficial place. But you just fucking put your fucking flag in the ground and said, no, this is the end for me. This, as far as my evolution, as far as my exploration goes, anything in this bracket and bubble I can handle, and anything else, no, that's just where it stops. This is as far as I'll explore now, because once bitten, twice shy. I can only, the devil you know. That's it, right? You're cutting yourself off from so much because you're scorned from whatever it was that led you down this path to begin with. It's like, I was limited by this one thing, so I'll fucking limit myself so much in the other direction that nothing could ever hurt me again. It's so stupid. I was limited in one way of thinking, so I started exploring another way of thinking to find my own truth. But then I said, that's as far as that goes. I won't be willing to go any further because I'm stuck with this science as my God now. You traded one person for another. A true seeker would continue. You wouldn't fucking put your fucking flag in the ground and stop at science. You would continue trying to figure out what the real truth of this world is. And when there's things in science that science can't explain yet, you would continue to go in your own, with your own discernment, figuring out what you can figure out about the things that it can't explain. But no, not many are willing to do that. You're just like, no, I'll just stick in this new prison. At least I designed this prison, and it wasn't somebody else that designed the prison. You're like, okay, well, fucking whatever floats your goat there, buddy. But I transitioned that. I was an atheist, and I was in that bubble, and then, like I said, there was other things that couldn't be explained. So I'm like, all right, let's fucking figure those out. And I haven't gone back to fucking Christianity within that. I still see that for what that is. It's like, you're not gonna go backwards because you fucking decided to open up to more things. I don't know. Anyway, what your fucking problem is.